Stacy Abrams, she's the smartest person who's ever served under the Gold Dome. Stacy Abrams, she's my friend. So we all know in this room, Stacy Abrams is the smartest and most qualified candidate in this race. In fact, she is the only qualified candidate in this race. And I'm going to tell you a little secret here. The other side of the aisle knows this because every single one of my colleagues have told me this. And indeed, I have big shoes to fill. As a daughter of immigrant parents, I'm pretty used to my tiger parents setting the bar high for me. But Stacy has lifted the ceiling far out of the sky. She is showing us that nothing is out of reach for us in the state of Georgia. Stacy has stepped up for us, and now we need to step up for her. For the next 21 days, it is our job to talk to each and every voter and remind them that we need to show up for Stacy. And when we show up for her, we can and we will win. We need to make a plan to vote and to vote early. And we need to ask everybody to do the same. So what's my family plan? My two parents, who live in Augusta, Georgia, are voting by mail. In fact, when I visited with them recently, within 30 minutes of being there, they brought down their applications to vote by mail and asked me to make sure they filled it out correctly so they could vote for Stacy Abrams, Sarah Reagan-Nico, and other Democrats across the state of Georgia. Let me also tell you this. My father is a lifelong Republican. In the 40 years he has lived in the United States, he has never voted for a Democrat until earlier this year when he pulled a Democratic ballot and voted for Stacy Abrams. And he's going to be doing the same thing again this month and not put his daughters on that ballot because he's not voting for me, I'm not on his ballot. On Monday, October 29th, House District 89 will have our early voting location, Bessie Branham Rec Center. I'm going to bike to the polls with my sisters who live down the street from Stacy in Kirkwood, and the three of us are going to cast our ballots for Stacy Abrams, Sarah Reagan-Nico, Charlie Bailey, Richard Keeley, and other Democrats, including myself. In the final stretch, my house, which is just a few blocks away from here, will be the staging location to knock doors for Stacy Abrams. We're going to talk to every voter every single Saturday and Sunday and the 4 days leading up to the election. And I need y'all to join me. I want to take a minute and brag on House District 89 for just a minute. Some of my knockers are up here. For the last 11 Sundays in a row, we've been knocking on doors in House District 89, and yesterday we set a new record. We knocked on the doors of 1,355 voters. For over 1,300 households. And as I was leaving one of these households, a voter ran out after me. He waved his Stacy Abrams door hanger and he said, "I already voted. I voted by mail and I voted for her." This is why we talk to voters, because it works. This is how we are going to turn Georgia blue. We're going to reach out to every Democratic voter in the state of Georgia and remind them that Stacy Abrams needs us and we need Stacy Abrams. The map is there. I know this because I'm Asian. No, just kidding. I know because Stacy is the smartest woman in the state of Georgia, and she knows the map is there. The momentum is on our side. We just need to get Stacy Abrams, Sarah Reagan-Nico, Charlie Bailey, Richard Keeley, and other Georgia Democrats across the finish line. We can and will if each and every one of us does our part. So let's get it done. Virginia, the former chair of the DNC, the former chair of the National Governors Association. Put your hands
Stacy, because you will make history and elect the first African-American woman governor in the United States. Now, we need some more women governors in this country, don't we, folks? We've never had one in Virginia. In fact, we only had one woman elected statewide. But you know what? Come November 6th, Stacy's going to knock that barrier down. We were a red state, Virginia. I ran on a very progressive message, pro-business, socially progressive, just like Stacy. And I won, being a 44-year trend to get elected governor, and worked and created a record number of jobs, economic investment. I restored more felon rights than any governor in the history of the United States. Shut our women's clinics down. I kept every Planned Parenthood clinic open, and we opened them. We have H.B. bills to discriminate against the LGBT community. I vetoed every single one of those bills. That's what happens when you get a pro-business, pro-progressive Democrat. And you know what? Today, Virginia is no longer red, folks. We are as blue today. And if we can do it in Virginia, where can we do it?
Georgia.
I can't hear you. So, folks, we are counting on you. For 2 years, I was the only Democrat governor in the South. Now we got John Bell Edwards in Louisiana, got Roy Cooper in North Carolina. We're going to have Andy Gillum down in Florida. And we're going to have Stacy Abrahams. So, work hard for the next 21 days. We did it in Virginia, we can do it in Georgia, but it will not happen without a governor in the State House to protect your rights, to lead on jobs and economic development, to grow and build that new disruptive economy. Bring all those new exciting businesses in. She's tough. She is smart. You need her here in Georgia. Now, we doing this. 92 million Americans did not vote in the 2016 election. Hillary Clinton lost 3 states, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, by a combined total of 72,000 votes. And they all woke up the next day and said, holy cow. How did this happen? Folks, we cannot let that happen to us ever again. We are energized and thanks. And thanks to women, we are winning elections all over the country. And let's touch it off after 2016. The elections last year in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and you all saw what happened. We won 15 seats in our House of Delegates, the most since 1880, not 1980, 1880, and 11 of the 15 were what? They were women. And people were fired up. So we were able to get rid of it. It's okay, you guys come out to it. It's all right, but folks, this is our year. We're going to win a slew of governors from Maine to Michigan to Illinois. We're going to win Ohio. We're going to win New Mexico. We're going to win Nevada. We're going to win Florida. We're going to win here in Georgia. We're going to pick up Kansas. It is going to be a great year. We're going to win the United States House of Representatives. We're going to win the Senate, and folks, we're going to relight America and take America back for the people who care about our lives. But the biggest single thing coming out of election night is Stacy Abrahams winning here in Georgia.
Yes, everybody, we got to
to make this a blue state? Yeah! Are we ready to have a state that looks after workers? I'm glad to have gone after the governor of the state where I went to school, where I finished college. And which, as my companion John Barrow on the trail says, is a model for us, but Georgia is more Virginia than Virginia. For too long, our politicians here in Georgia have looked after special interests, looked after big companies, looked after corporate interests rather than the people that vote them into office. Rather than the people who are working to build this state. And it shows in the numbers. No, they'll talk about unemployment. Unemployment's come down. It's been coming down since Barack Obama was elected the first black president of the United States. And it's come down to Georgia too, along with that, and we're number 26. So they say, woo! Wow, right in the middle. No, 26. Okay. I wouldn't write home to my parents and say, oh, I'm right in the middle of the class. No. On other things, like home ownership, we're in the bottom 10. Poverty, bottom 10. We're in the top 10, whichever way you measure it. We're at the bottom. No. Number 42 in economic opportunity. Number 42 in the American dream. As a college educator, as a former naval officer, as a first-generation college student, I believe we have to make a change. Being in the top, in the bottom 10 in the American dream is not good for Georgia. Not good for Georgia's workers, not good for Georgia's students, not good for Georgia's single mothers. So we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff here. We need to get this whole ticket elected. We need to have a team. Can't win a football game without a team. So we got Stacy, we got Sarah, we got John Barrow, we got the whole team, the insurance commissioner. We need to have someone who is fighting for the people of Georgia and not the companies. Commissioner of Labor position, a lot of people ask me, what the heck does that person do? And I say, well, right now, not very much. But what the Commissioner of Labor should be doing is looking after workers. Looking after the working people who build this state. Protecting our unions and our rights. And a lot of people have told me it's not a very productive experience. And most people are not even in that situation. It's underemployment in this state. People who are working two jobs to try and make ends meet, and still cannot get ahead, don't have time to go to classes to get a better paying job because they have a daughter to take care of, and there's no system for providing child care for that person. We need to build paths to a middle-class lifestyle for all of Georgia. So, while the career centers sound like a boring academic thing, I am an academic. I taught at Georgia State University for 15 years. And I believe in that American dream that it doesn't matter what your mom or your daddy did, you can do what you want to do. But the state has a role in helping build the ladders. We build the ladders that people can climb up. And so those career centers are important for a lot of people, and they need to become true career centers, where you can walk in at any point of your career and say, what's next? What's next in my life? And we're going to make that, and we're going to make Georgia a better place.